Why did you become a recording artist?
It's just something I wanted to do my whole life. You know what I'm saying? This is my calling. This is my purpose. I know this is for me. It's
At
my
what,
gift.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead.
At what point did you realize this?
It was like 2000. I don't know.
Remember what grade or what age maybe?
Nah, I mean, I was like 22.
And you're 24 now.
Yeah, I'll be 24 in June.
Oh, sorry. You're 23 now.
Yeah.
You'll be 24 in June.
I say like that's when I decided to pursue it.
At 22?
Yeah. That's when I knew I was gonna get out of the Marine Corps and go straight to music only.
And what led to the Marine Corps?
What led to it?
Yeah.
I wanted to do something. And I wanted to do something that I knew that would have like I wanted to do something big, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do something challenging. I wanted to challenge myself, and I wanted to be the best. I wanted to go to where everybody knows, okay, this is the best right here. Marines are the best. That's the best branch to go to. That's the hardest branch to get in. Something I could take pride in that everybody, like I don't have to speak on it. Like, all I have to do is say I'm a Marine, and that name speaks for itself.
And this was a decision you made after high school?
Yeah, for sure.
You graduated high school?
Yeah.
Which high school?
Up high school.
And how soon do you join the Marine Corps after that?
I signed on my birthday, which is in June. I graduated in May. But yeah, my mama went and signed the paper, so I waited till my birthday, and I signed it.
Why didn't she want to sign them?
I don't know. She was scared of me going to Marine Corps, man. You know, I mean, that's just how mothers are. You know what I mean?
Did you have any family members that were in the U.S. military prior to your decision making there?
Yeah. My pawpaw was, his father was, and his father was, and his father was.
And was it the Marines as a branch as well?
Just my pawpaw was Marine.
Did that also have a weigh in on your decision to choose the Marines as well?
Not really. He didn't want me to go. So I mean, like that didn't really have an effect on that. That was all really me.
What was his reasoning why he didn't want you to go?
I mean, my papa just wanted me to go to college, man. You know what I'm saying? My older sister did that, so I didn't want to do it. Like, school, yeah.
So your parents were against it, but when you're old enough and legal enough to do so,
right,
you make that decision.
For sure.
What was their reaction after you sign on the dotted line?
I mean, nothing really changed. My mama didn't want me to do it, but I mean, she just kind of accepted it. You know what I mean? My daddy, he was cool with it.
And how long did you end up doing it for?
I did 4 years.
And was that the actual initial length of the contract?
Yeah.
And it was an honorable discharge?
For sure.
And why did you end up not continuing with renewing the contract or continuing with the military life further?
I wanted to pursue music.
Now, when you wanted to pursue music, had you made that decision? I know you did a contract for 4 years.
Right.
But in that 4 years of being in the military, at what point in those 4 years did you know music was the route? Was it towards the end, maybe? Was it?
Yeah. It was definitely towards the end. Definitely towards the end. Once I started to get to those leadership levels, you know what I mean. I became a seasoned, Marine. I guess you could say within that first term. I don't want to say seasoned as far as time length wise, but an NCO type. When I had leadership responsibilities, that kind of showed me who I was, and I started to understand my gifts, and I started to understand who I was as a person, and my strengths, weaknesses, everything. I started to look at life at a different perspective.
While you were in the military, were you doing music at all?
For sure, I was, definitely.
Were other people in the military doing music as well?
Yeah, me and my boys were. Me and my guys were.
Were you releasing music at that time?
Yeah.
Or you were just working on content?
Yeah, I was releasing it.
What platforms?
Apple, Spotify, YouTube. I was using CD Baby, so everywhere they put it at, man. Amazon Music, everything.
What was the reaction back then to some of your music?
Everybody told me to pursue it.
Now, did people, and I know there's different ranks in the military, there's some above you, some below you maybe.
Right.
But did your superiors above you, did they know you were doing music as well?
I mean, yeah. Excuse me. Over time, yeah, they people like it got back to them, man. You know what I'm saying? It got back to them. The closer I was to getting out, the more I started to do it, and the more I started to be open with it, because I understood, you know what I'm saying, what music was to me and what it was for me. So yeah, like they ended up finding out. My chain of command did.
What were their reaction to the music? Did they actually hear the music, or they just knew you did music?
No, I mean, a couple of them heard it. They were like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, oh, that's pretty good. You know what I mean? You know how people do that.
Now, when it came to R&B,
Yeah.
hip-hop, and pop, those genres of music there, which one was the first you encountered in your life, if you can remember?
Hip-hop.
And what drew you to hip-hop back then?
Wayne, whole get up, his rapping style, everything, man. I just thought it was dope, cause I was young, but I was catching on to like his metaphors and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I was catching on that, and I could make them too. You know what I'm saying? So it was just dope.
Remember what age or what grade this was in your life when you came across his music?
Probably like 6th grade.
And do you remember how
maybe before then, man? I don't know, bro. That's hard. That's hard to pin out.
And do you remember how you discovered his music, or did someone put you onto him?
I can't remember. I do remember this though. I don't remember my first time listening to Wayne, but I remember my first time listening to Drake. And I was in the car with my cousins, and I heard a song. I think it was like best I ever had. I think it was that song. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard it on the radio the next day, and ever since then, I used to play my radio. You know what I'm saying? 105.7.
So you were drawn to Drake also, aside from Lil Wayne?
Yeah, for sure. My two favorite.
And what was it about Drake that drew you to him?
The melodies.
Now, have you had a chance to meet either Lil Wayne or Drake yet?
No. I ain't met neither one of them.
When it came to singing, rapping, things of that nature, how did you learn how to do either? What was your learning process like?
I just did it.
Self-taught?
Yeah. I just did it, bro. I didn't sit down and take notes, nothing, man. I just did it.
And it was something you wanted to do on your own, or did
Yeah.
someone put a battery behind your back, so to speak?
No, nobody did anything. And when it come to music, it's just me. It was just me the whole journey. Like, I was just me. I was just me figuring out my voice and stuff in music, man. Like nobody taught me how to rhyme, nothing of that, man. Like it just come from like listening to Wayne and Drake now. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know it till I got older that I was actually picking up and learning from them while I was listening to them. Cause when I used to listen to music, when I know a song, I know every beat drop, every kick, like everything. I know every lyric and I know every ad lib. Excuse me. But that's how I listen to music. So it's like I know how to read a beat. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like I know how to do all that stuff. Like, I just used to pick up on it like this. I can learn the song like the first time through.
Now, for time reference, it's March 2021.
Right.
At this point, are you a full-time recording artist?
Yeah.
How long would you say you've been full-time? Rough estimate.
About 6 months.
You've signed a recording contract at this point.
Yeah.
And who'd you end up signing with?
Capitol Records.
Now, how did that happen?
So back when my song first started buzzing, like it was going crazy in Florida, Miami to be exact. You know, I was just down there. We was down there shooting a video and stuff. And Jeff Vaughn, he had set up with my manager, to like call on the Zoom. So we got on the Zoom call with them. We talked to APG, and this is like before my song really started to go crazy. You know what I mean? He was the first one to reach out. So we talked to him then. We kind of built a relationship then. You know, I wanted to wait. He made an offer or whatever, but I wasn't worried about it. I wanted to put work in, wanted to, you know what I'm saying, just keep working. I really wasn't trying to get caught up in none of that. I really wanted no rush to do anything but make music. You know what I'm saying? So time goes by, and the songs start getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You feel what I'm saying? And we finally signed in February 10th of this year, 2021. We signed.
And what song are you referencing here?
Trackstar.
Now, why did you choose Capitol?
You know, throughout my whole process of like picking a label to sign with, I moved really slow, man, because I wanted to know the people that I'm working with. I can trust you, one, and two, that my vision is going to be protected. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of things that I want to come in and do, and I want to use my gift the right way. But I want to do it, you know, I want to do it the right way. I want to do it the right way, and I want to do it how I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like how I feel comfortable doing it. You know what I mean? And I wanted to go somewhere where that vision is being heard and that vision is being worked. And so I wanted to go. When I talked to Capitol, they understood my vision without me even telling them. You get what I'm saying? So when they started talking to me, they told me more of what I wanted to hear without me telling them that's what I wanted to hear. You get what I'm saying?
How many offers did you pass on before you chose Capitol?
Maybe like 2 or 3.
2 or 3 different record labels?
Mm-hmm.
Looking back, did you make the right or wrong decision choosing Capitol?
I made the right one.
And full disclosure here, you did come to the office today with a rep from Capitol.
Yeah.
He's not in the room currently, but he was earlier. Now, for chronological purposes, because we did build up a little history timeline here, were you a full-time recording artist prior to signing with Capitol?
Yeah.
Or were you full-time after you signed?
I was full-time before.
And how long do you think you were full-time before you actually signed? Again, rough estimate.
5 months.
Now, in these 6 months of you being a full-time recording artist, ever felt like quitting?
No.
Risk versus reward. What's the biggest risk you took for your music career so far?
Man, I went to Miami. Like I had some stuff going at my job, man. I was working a very, very good job, and some stuff had happened, man. You know, I ended up going like a couple weeks without pay, and I made a decision to go to Miami to shoot the video. You know what I'm saying, and do all of that. I had no money in my pocket, man. It's probably the most rough time in my. It's probably like one of the. It was just rough, man. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that could go left, went left right before I went to Miami and I started this music journey. Everything that could go left went left, man. A whole bunch of stuff. Man. I was getting pulled over every day. Found out my license was suspended, man. They pulled me over every single day, gave me a ticket, man. I'm fighting ticket. I got to go to court on all these days right here, man. I got to pay all these fines and stuff. And like I said, now I went like 2 or 3 weeks without even getting paid. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not making any money off my music yet. You get me? So I'm working the whole music vision off of faith. I'm dependent on faith. You get what I'm saying? I got 2 vehicles. I got insurance for both of them. I got rent. I got rent from my apartment. You know, I got a lot of bills and stuff that are due. But I'm still working this. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, I know this is gonna get worked out. I'm still working this right here. I'm still working my one with the music. You know what I'm saying? So I could have stayed in Bama and kept and went back to my job. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But I don't think it would have. I probably still would be trying to catch up right now. You get what I'm saying? My car broke. Both of my vehicles broke down. You know what I'm saying? Like I was driving a truck, a Toyota Tundra. My truck broke down. I went to go buy a car the next day. I went to go buy me a car, drove that for a little bit, and then it broke down. So that kept me from getting to work. You get what I'm saying? I live an hour away from where I worked at, and nobody's out there but me. Like, none of my family's out there, nothing. I'm like 2 hours away from my family, 2 hours and 30 minutes. So it's kind of like I was by myself. You get what I'm saying? So I couldn't go to work for real, man. Like, just a whole bunch of stuff, dog. Whole bunch of stuff. But I still, even with all that going on, I still went and pursued a career that I wasn't making money in yet, because I just believed in myself, and I believed in the vision, and I knew that this is what I was supposed to do. And I just knew. I just saw where it was going. You know what I'm saying? I was 100% sure that everything right here is going to get taken care of. I just got to do this right here first. You get what I'm saying?
And you had faith in that song, Track Star.
For sure.
Now,
not necessarily just Track Star, though. Like, just in myself in general. I just had faith in myself.
But that was a song you were referencing that you were going to go to Miami and shoot the video for.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I mentioned it.
Yeah.
Now, I know some details and memory can be a little hazy.
Yeah.
And we've been building this timeline. But when do you think Track Star was created after you had left the military? Are you able to kind of gauge?
February. I think. Yeah, February. Yeah.
February of what year?
21. I mean 20. We're in 21 right now, huh? Yeah, 20.
So February 20, Track Star was created.
No, February 2020.
Yeah, February 2020. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Track Star was created.
Yeah.
This was right before quarantine.
Yeah.
And the pandemic and COVID-19.
Yeah.
And when had you, do you remember what year it was when you had left the military?
Yeah, 2019, September 9th.
So about 5-6 months, give or take.
Yeah.
Now, I had asked you originally, what was the biggest risk you took for your music career? And you just mentioned it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest one.
Have you actually talked about this risk in your music?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Was the risk worth it?
Of course.
And why do you say that?
Well, because I wouldn't be in a position I am today. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be right here. I would definitely still be successful. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100% sure of that. But I wouldn't be as happy as I am, and I wouldn't be enjoying my life and my gift. And you know what I'm saying? Like, life wouldn't be what it is right now. It just wouldn't.
Proudest accomplishment so far in your music career?
Proudest accomplishment. I'm the first millionaire in my family.
What does that feel like?
Man, it feels amazing. I just want to make some more.
I don't know how many millions you've touched, but that very first million, how'd you feel with the very first million?
I mean, I still haven't touched it. I'm working, man. Like, it feels good knowing, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, this is what you earn, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a millionaire. It's dope to actually say that, because now everybody that I used to look at, I'm in the group with them now. You get what I'm saying? Like, now people look at me like I used to look at them. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, the first million is nothing. You know what I'm saying? The first million just let me know you were right. You were right. You can do this. Now, go do it again. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's time to work, man. We ain't about to sit here and live in a moment. We got to create some more.
There is a phrase, though. Mo money, mo problems.
Yeah.
Agree or disagree with that at this point?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Not even just necessarily money, man. More anything, it's gonna be more problems. You know what I'm saying? More anything, because it's just like, even with more spotlight, it becomes more problems. You know what I'm saying? Problems come with anything. Anytime you do anything, like, the risk is gonna be just as great as the reward, man. Like, the bigger you go for it, whatever you go for, the bigger it is, man. The bigger risk it is.
Now, there are recording artists watching this interview clip right now, and they're wondering, what's the secret? How do you make $1 million in music? How do you become a millionaire off of music? Is there a secret to it?
Man, I think the only secret to music, well, no, I'm not going to say that. I think it's like this right here. In life, man, in life, everybody has their own gifts. Everybody has their own purpose. If you are, if it is your purpose, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why you have to really sit down and really learn yourself, and and really try to seek purpose. So once you find that, once you find your gifts and you understand your gift, it will show you who you are as a person. And then once you know who you are as a person, then you understand your purpose in life because you know how to use your gifts. You get what I'm saying? And so this is stuff I'm finding out like around 22. Like right as soon as I turn 22, it's like a switch is flipped. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I encourage everybody, man, just to sit back and really think: is this my gift? Is this what I'm here to do? Is this what I'm naturally good at? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you will never be as happy as you should be or as happy as you can be until you're living out the actual purpose and the calling on your life.
What's your gift specifically?
Man, I got a few. My voice, whether it's singing, talking, that's really where it starts at. My voice, and then it branches out to a lot of other different things. I'm a people person. People are drawn to me, and people open up to me. You get what I'm saying? Like when people come talk to me, man, they open up. Like I can't tell you how many people I meet that I've met, and they tell me their whole life problems, like whole life story and stuff, and it's like some deep stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that I wouldn't tell the first person or somebody who I met for the first time. I wouldn't tell them half the stuff people tell me. But at the end of the day, I understand who I am, though. You get what I'm saying? I understand who I am, and I just thank God, and I pray that I just keep using my gifts the right way. I don't want to misuse them.
Earning $1 million in your music career, at the very least, sounds like a fulfilling accomplishment for you.
I mean, it's always great. It's always great when you do anything good. But like I said, man, I don't get caught up in the moment. It's just too much work to be done to sit back and, you know what I'm saying? We haven't got anywhere yet. It's a lot more work to be done.
Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, because I first initially asked you, what was your proudest accomplishment in your music career thus far? What's been your biggest failure so far in your music career at this point? Biggest flop, biggest disappointment?
You know, honestly, I thank God I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had one yet. Hopefully, we're gonna keep on trying to keep that.
Now, what about this question here? When it comes to tactics, method, or strategy, what's the single best thing you've done for your career? When you look back and you think of all the things you've tried to do with your music, to your music.
What's the best thing I've done?
Yeah.
Stayed true, man. Told the truth. Kept it real in my music. Swallow pride. That's probably the best thing I ever did in my music is swallow pride, because so many people are out there who have problems, man. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to talk about it. But music is so powerful, man. Everybody in the world loves music, no matter what genre it is. But if you give people something real, man, that they can feel and like they can personally relate to, because everybody has their own struggles, man. Everybody. I don't think there's one person, no matter if you grew up the richest person in the world or the poorest person in the world, everybody still has problems. You get what I'm saying? And depending on how you are and your experience in life and just how you are as a person, man, like something small could hurt somebody else more than it'll hurt you. But at the end of the day, everybody's different and things impact people differently. You get what I'm saying? But music heals everybody the same way. That's one thing. That's one thing everybody can say. You get what I'm saying? So swallowing pride and just keeping it real, getting inside of here of the listeners, getting inside of here, talking about the things that people don't like to talk about, that will actually help them release pain and stuff. You know, that's the best thing I've ever done.
Were you like that from the very beginning, or did that take time to get to?
Nah, bro. Like, I used to be like emotionally dead, like for real, man. Like, I used to be emotionally dead, man. I was still a good person, man, but I was just hard, bro. Like for no reason. Like, I don't know if that was because, you know what I'm saying, going to the Marine Corps or what. Like, I didn't like talking about nothing, man. I didn't like talking about feelings. Made me uncomfortable.
When it came to your feelings, ever spoke to a professional about your feelings?
Yeah.
Could be a mental health professional in some sort of capacity. Could be.
Nah. No. Maybe like not for like an official meeting. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I talk to a lot of people, man. I talk to a lot of people.
So never spoke to a therapist or had a therapy session or things of that nature?
I don't think so, man. But I think I did, man. I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, the reason why I ask is because when you brought up that you do talk about things in your music and you open up and you put your pride to the side to do it, I didn't know if that was something that was suggested by maybe a professional to do. Hey, jot down your feelings in your music, or, you know, that's why I was just curious.
Yeah,
I didn't know if that was like a tactic or a...
It was just something I did one day, man, and I felt amazing the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the point when I realized that I needed to be doing music. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when, and I realized what music is for me at that point. Like, I grieved my father dying, and all the stuff with my mama. I grieved that all at one time, and that was like 2 years after it happened. You know what I'm saying? I finally grieved and actually, you know what I'm saying, just let that moment out. And I woke up the next day and I felt amazing. So at that time, I knew what music was for me and how to use it for me. And then when I started to let people hear it, it let me know what it was to them. So it let me know, okay, by me venting my problems, man, I got a whole it's like I got a whole congregation of people or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have a whole audience, man. And I have like I can reach the world. That's what I want to do. I want to reach the world, like outside of the Marine Corps, bro. Like, that's why I got out of the Marine Corps, because in the Marine Corps I can reach the Marines. You know what I'm saying? I can teach my Marines, but I want to have that same leadership responsibility. But I want to have it for the world, man. Like seeing how you impact people, to me, is so powerful. Seeing how you influence people and hearing them say that, man, that's dope. It's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling knowing that you impacted somebody in a positive way and you made them become better. You made them better. You get what I'm saying? That's like leaving your mark anywhere.
When it comes to that song that you're referencing here in this conversation, is that song still available if people want to listen to?
No, I never dropped it.
Oh.
I never dropped it. I recorded, I never dropped it.
Why not?
To be honest, I don't think that song was made to be dropped. I think that was something that was timed up perfectly. That's what God wanted me at right there. And I wrote the song, and it was supposed to flip that switch in my head, like, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Now go do it.
And how did your father pass away, if you don't mind me asking?
Heart failure. Yeah, he had a heart disease. He was supposed to get a transplant. He's supposed to get a transplant, but I forget what happened. Like, he didn't make the list or something, or he wasn't high enough in the list to get a new heart. And I didn't even find that out till he died. He didn't tell us that. Excuse me.
And how'd you find out?
How'd I find out about that?
Yeah, how he passed.
Oh, man, I was in boot camp, and I was asleep on my rack. Man. It was range week, and I had to qualify the next day. I remember they woke me like at 3 o'clock in the morning. My senior drill instructor came and woke me up, and I went in there, and Navy personnel came in, a sailor, the chapel. What do you call it? What do you call I can't remember what it's called, man. Dang, I've been out for a little bit now. But he works inside the chapel, though. But he came to me from Red Cross representative. He came to me and told me that my father passed. And, you know, they let me call my family and stuff, and I went home the next day after I qualified on the range.
And for the audience watching this conversation, if you do know what Mooski's referring to here, drop a comment. as far as that position there. When it comes to the military, I have another military question for you.
All right.
When you look back at your life, and you've done 4 years in the military, are you glad you got that experience under your belt, or do you wish perhaps maybe you would have bypassed the whole 4 years in the military and just went straight to music?
Nah, I'm glad I went to the Marine Corps. I loved it. I love it. I still love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm grateful for it, man. It gave me so much, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be right here if it wasn't for the Marine Corps, man. You know what I'm saying? It taught me so much about myself. It taught me so much about life. It prepared me. It helped me take care of my family. Like, man, I'm grateful for the Marine Corps, dog. Like, I was gonna do 20 years if I didn't spark on this music. You know what I'm saying?
You were prepared to retire and do a whole career, military career.
Yeah.